Right, so we're finally here. Burton's Evo 9, mad build. I'll let Burton talk us through what we got, Burton.
So I've got an Evo 9 model car here, MR. Started life off. I've had it now 13, 14 years. Started off at a measly 400 horsepower, and now we've got the biggest build I've done. I dare say one of the biggest build Evos in the UK at the moment. We've got a 2.2 forged engine, custom pistons and rods, custom Y-scope pistons and custom colour rods. Callie's crank in there. I've got a 40-cylinder head from Fall Pistons Racing, some nice fancy valve train. Nortec big runner manifold. I've gone for electronic wastegates due to the size of the turbo, so we can run quite a lot of boost and not boost if you don't want, kind of thing. Running one of the new HPT turbos, which rate it for around 1280 max, but God knows what it's going to make. Running an 8 injector setup. I've got a set of ID1000, IDX1000s in there, or 1050s as they are now, and the big injectors are the new IDX 2600s, because it will be running on ethanol. This 5-inch intake, X-shift sequential gearbox with custom ratios. We're running a lot of safety features for the electronics. We've got like oil pressure, oil temp, EMAP, knock, EGT, coolant pressure, coolant temp, fuel coolant pressure, temp, electronic water pump, as you can see there. We've got no power steering, we've got electric. We're running a Norris Designs dry sump kit, STM radiator, all the usual stuff you'd expect to find. JMF big runner manifold.
So what sort of numbers are you hoping for with this?
To be as humble as I can, I know it's going to make over 1100 horsepower. How far above 1100 horsepower is anyone's guess. We've got a compressor map and a maximum shaft speed from Harriet HPT, so we will be monitoring EMAP and shaft speed. When we hit the limits, whatever we get. So we're not just relying on boost pressure. We're not relying on a boost pressure number like 50 psi. So we've got a lot more information to work from.
Any times in mind?
Times, well,
quarter mile, 100 to 200.
I've been building this now for around 4 years from where it was at. It's been off the road that long. Yeah, I've actually built it to be honest, to do an 8-second quarter mile and to go sub 3 in the 100 to 200 category.
Mad.
That is what everything's designed around, really. The gearbox ratios, the power, the traction we've got uprated diffs everywhere.
Basically everything you can uprate has been uprated on this car now, hasn't it?
Only thing we're missing is a billet block, which we know will probably end up going next year maybe, but let's see how this OEM block works. It's a brand new block, 85mm balls. We have what's known as half filled it with concrete, so it strengthens the bores, the blocks around the mains. Don't want to go into much detail into the actual full spec of the engine for every
We'll leave some anyway, because we are going to do a full review on this. So we'll leave engine there, but as you can see, that's going to be something else. Wheel and brake setup wise?
Wedge Sport, new Wedge Sports. I think called the X series, TCN 105X. Alcon raised brakes. I went for titanium wheel nuts, titanium drive shaft nut. I actually was sad. I went down to Ross Sport and I weighed his brake kits to see which were the lightest kit, so I brought the lightest kit. That's front and rear, Alcon's front, Alcon's rear. The all-in suspension, Super Pro bushes, The car is custom spring to the weight and corner weighted as well, so we've kind of, in essence, remapped the whole suspension to work with this car.
And then what have we got interior wise? Have you still got a full interior?
We have kept it as OEM as possible. Flock dash, lightweight bucket seats. We've got a good electronics package in there. We've got a Cybex S8 ECU. We have an X20 expander. We're running twin ECU Master PMUs. We've got ECU Master GPS in there and some other bits and bots. One thing for the electronics guys, the indicators work, stalks and RIT all work on the stalks with the PMUs. So thanks to Paul at Racing Circuits for that. Steering wheel wise, Motortech wheel, got paddle shift, so got up MME paddle shift, 12-point boost, got us traction control, rolling anti-lag and launch control buttons there. Not quite finished in there, there's a few panels to go on, but we're getting there with it.
And have we got any other fancy bits to show us?
Built really with, as Evos, really front heavy. I tried to put a lot of weight over the rear to try and balance the car better. And I'm not a fan of small batteries. Electronics use a lot of amps, and the stock Evo has a poor alternator at the best, so should have touched it in the front wheel. They've got an 175 amp wasp alternator in there, and probably one of the biggest batteries you'll see in an Evo. Big heavy thing, good centre to help with the centre of weight right over the rear axle. MME paddle shift tank and compressor in there. Water meth injection, all controlled by, well, it's water injection, we're not using methanol, just water for cooling. That's going to be run by the Cybex. Radium swirl pot, lift pump, we've got a Warborough 535 lift pump and 3 pumps in there. Flex sensor for the ethanol, and we've got electronic power steering as well, so
yeah,
took some time.
So it's a serious old build.
Yeah,
many years,
many heartaches, just trying. We tried. Yeah, the target was initially to make it 1,000 horsepower per tonne. I know how much it weighs. I don't know how much power it's going to make, but hopefully we'll make that target. If not, we shouldn't be too far away. And if we don't get the times we may have to readdress. I definitely don't think it'll need more power, but we may have to look at saving more weight. But it does have lightweight subframes, lightweight wheels, brakes, full custom motorsport wiring loom. No, there's not a single OEM wire in here anymore. So yeah, we'll see from there.
Sound. We'll get out in it next time.
Yeah, hopefully next week or so it'll be fired up, get a running process done, and you're more than welcome to come down to the dyno. We'll